going on, book club friends and family? I am one of your hosts, Brooklyn, and today we have a special episode. We have my man, Fort Valley alum, Solomon Hillfleet, and he's the author of Fuckboy. So I don't know who's gonna win this summer, city girls or city boys, but we will see. He's gonna take a little dive into what it is, you know what I'm saying? So tune in.
It's not that I don't want you here, yeah. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear, no. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We can get away, palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions on replay. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think you wish you away, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away.
What's up, y'all? It's Keish, and you are tuned into a new episode of Book Club.
Yeah.
And I have with me Sam. What's your? Do you have an author name?
My author's name is Solomon Hillfleet.
Okay.
But you guys know me as Samuel Wright.
I'm sorry, this is like a personal connection, so I'm like Sam. I got with me Sam.
That's all right. It's all right.
But
Happy
anyway,
to be here.
right? Yes. So we back. It's Book Club, and we have Solomon Hillfleet.
Yes, sir. One and only. One and only.
And usually we'll have a music artist, or usually we'll have a DJ. Usually, you know, we kind of switch up. We do more like musically inclined shows. But this one is a bit different, y'all. We have an author with us. And you do, and you self-publish?
Self-published. This is like my fifth book.
Yes.
And so the one that you got familiar with, Love, Trials, and Tribulations. Today I'm gonna be talking about Fuckboy.
So okay, well then I guess we're getting right into it then. So with Love, Trials, and Tribulations.
Yeah.
When I read that book, I personally felt connected to it because it felt like a college connection, like something you might experience back in school. Yeah. And we actually met in school. So I was like low-key reading the book on a personal level, like, was he going through this?
And so here's the thing. I wrote the book to appeal to college ages. Like I was like the millennial, I call it like the millennial black story. But just talking about the stuff we go through in college. Like when we in college, our big thing is we trying to balance career, trying to balance love, and sometimes it's hard to do all those things. And you got trials, you got tribulations you go through. Like sometimes you grow with one person, you feel like your first adult relationship is their relationship, and it don't work out like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
I tried to write it from that perspective, but I appreciate you rocking with it. You gave me a lot of good feedback with it, so it helped.
Yes. So okay, well then, but I personally think that from like the sample that I saw from Fuckboy that's coming out, the new book. And I want you to elaborate on Fuckboy because a lot of people are like, why is that the title?
Yeah, so
you know we live in a sensitive world.
Yeah. I mean, so the title is Fuckboy and the subtitle is Jaded Gems, and I kind of wrote it from the perspective of like I took like a year. I had like a really bad breakup that I was talking about in Love, Trials, and Tribulations.
Right.
And I kind of stepped back and I was like, okay, well maybe relationships ain't for me now. Maybe I need to just try the single thing. But what I was realizing, because I really hadn't dealt with my shit, I was doing a lot of fucked up stuff. Like a lot of fuckboy stuff. And I was like, okay, sometimes you can be a fuckboy without really trying to be. It don't change how it is. Like the episode of Insecure when he was dealing with Tasha, he didn't really want to be with her, but he was doing stuff to kind of make her feel like, you know, he wanted to be with her. And she kind of was like, you a fuckboy, you a fuck nigga. And I was like, well, what are you doing? And
that was the most beautiful call.
Yo, and she just called him out, and I was sitting here like, my man ain't do nothing. Then I really looked, I was like, I do that same stuff,
He
like,
did. The issue was
go ahead.
That he didn't think, and he wasn't being considerate.
You know, and I'm gonna take it even a step further. Here's what makes you a fuckboy. When you give relationship vibes, but you want something casual.
Yeah.
Then you confuse.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the confusing part. Like, and I realized I was doing that, and then even when looking at Lawrence, he was a relationship type of guy, and he was trying to be somebody he wasn't.
Right.
And you confuse women when you do that.
Right. But you know what? It's actually some women, and I'm glad you said he was a relationship kind of guy. I mean, that is a type, but it's some women who really, most women feel like, you know, all men are dogs. I mean, this, that, and the third. So when you run into a relationship guy, it's kind of like kind of hard to believe or too good to be true. So it's like you almost will kind of put him, kind of want to like push him to get out there and have a whole phase and figure out what you know, what you want. So I understand the whole the I understand the fuck boy phase.
Yeah.
I understand it.
It's just being.
However, it better be a phase.
Yeah, and that too. You just gotta own up to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like, I feel like women, if you really honest with them, what I learned, women can deal with a lot more if you just be real with them. Like, I'm just doing my thing right now. Just say it. It's when you don't say it because you want to control the situation. They be like, you could have just told me you was dating other people. I wouldn't even have tripped. I'm doing my thing already.
Yeah.
But when you present it like, I don't got nobody, it's just you, making her feel all special, then you doing your thing, then she like, all right.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, you know, when you start to hold somebody to a certain standard, you develop expectations for that person. So if you're not being honest and truthful in a relationship or what situationship, dating, talking, whatever it is, communication is key.
Oh yeah.
And that, like, just doing stuff that's kind of like just unexpected, that you've already shown this person that this is who I am. Then now all of a sudden you're showing all these different faces and different colors. That's when women kind of, you know, that's when we get crazy.
That's it. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Very rarely is she crazy because of something she did. Most of the time, she already come in with different expectations.
I'm defending the ladies.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's fuckboy though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, women come into it with different expectations, and sometimes we over-promise and then we under-deliver, and that's when you have problems. So. And I just thought I had to learn, like, until you really deal with one problem in a relationship, you can't really have no relationship.
You're right.
The problem gonna come up.
You're right. And until you find self-love, you definitely, because it's gonna be certain things that a person does that's gonna almost trigger you, and it's gonna trigger something that you haven't conquered yourself. So
that's it. And
then, you know, most men, they'll turn to a fuck boy if they can't handle too much triggering. Okay, because
I had to really go back to like the beginning. So like, the first half is like starting college up until now, and like it kind of shows how like progressively men become like dogs in theory, because like, you know, you heard the story, but it's always like he really wasn't that person at first, and he started changing, but he felt like he needed to change to get women, and then you just kind of see like you can change to try to get that attention, but who you are is gonna keep coming up. You know what I'm saying? If you're not solid and if you don't know who you really are, you can put on clothes, you can act a certain way, but who are you in the court? You know what I'm saying? A character in there, I really stopped calling them by their name. I called them like the 38, like the gun, the 38 special.
Right.
And the reason why is because like when it ended, like the bullets in the revolver, like pow, 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 shot my heart up, like hurt me, and that was like my ex. And like me and Keisha talked about it because she read the last book, but like this was somebody I was like, man, I'm gonna be with her, I'm gonna get married. And when it kind of was like on the chill and it was on the rocks, one of the things me and Keisha talked about, she's like, I kind of feel like you know where this is gonna go though, like what you holding out hope for. And like one of the things I never want to admit, like sometimes you don't want to fail in public. Like when you have like somebody you dating and people attach you to them, you don't want to fail. But when it really ended, like I felt like she just shot my shit up. I was hurt, man.
Yeah, but deep down inside, you knew it was
You knew though, I knew.
And she probably knew
and she knew, and she was waiting on me to just be man enough to be like, this ain't working. But I was like, nah, I don't want to be that guy. So I made her do it, and when she did it, was like, boom, 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 boom. So I really realized I had been hurt about it, and I had been carrying that for just so long. So I was like, yo, I gotta put this out. But one of those things too was, because I don't want to keep making her the cause and stuff, like, I'm just gonna call you the 38.
Yeah.
The 38 special.
Yeah.
You know who you are. We're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
I have this thing.
Go ahead.
So, like, you know, I feel like you have to condition people.
Okay.
And it's not about control, because I feel like in return it can be reciprocated. Yeah. But I feel like you have to condition people, because in a casual dating situation, I'm probably just linking up with you. Yeah. We going here, we going there. We, you know, share stories, we talk, but it's not like a lot of personal information being given. Like, I'm not telling you about my close family or what I got going on at home. Really, not really telling you about my next big move. You know, so it's kind of just like you have to kind of condition people to be on whatever level of relationship, friendship, like, you know, you have the relationship pyramid. Whatever level you on, you have to make sure you stay at that level. And I know we all, like, to me, everybody has like gone outside the line of, if you dated somebody, you just want to talk to somebody, so now you calling and now y'all on the phone for hours, and now it's like, oh shit, we just went into a whole other zone.
I was gonna say, it's rules to casual dating. Like, what I would do that would make it bad, I would kick it like it's casual, but we have them deep convos. So like I remember I learned about that word vulnerability, like vulnerability. When you get girls that have vulnerable conversations with you, it really ain't casual.
No.
Casual is just we do what we do. That's it. Like if y'all just casually dating and y'all just go out and eat, that's what it is. Y'all ain't talking about nothing deep.
Yeah.
That's cool. But when you start venting and you start sharing stuff and you actually open yourself to listen, it ain't casual no more. You done broke that rule.
Do you believe a lot of people are operating out of hurt?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, it's hurt at somebody that you can't get back over something that they may not remember.
Or something you never had closure with.
And that's really what it is, closure. Like, you can't take what someone else did into a new situation.
No.
And they shouldn't have to pay for what somebody else did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's like, it's just becoming like, well, in my friend circle, I am seeing a lot of people like come together, like like a lot of black love. So I'm really proud of that. But just like social media, man, it's like it's been effing us up.
We got so
but we
much
at an all-time high.
Man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
we got so many toxic thoughts, man. And like, my big thing is like, you can't really have nothing solid when you don't have certain mindset. Everybody gonna have to compromise. Everybody gonna have to be wrong at some point.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to do those things, you can't really have no adult relationship. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question and then I wanna go into that quote.
Okay, go ahead.
So how does like fuckboy end?
So,
or is it,
you know, and I don't think
ongoing?
it's now. You know, and I mean, I think it ain't fair, but it ends happy. Like, so I was doing all my fuck shit, and like and at the end of it, I kind of met somebody, and I was like, I'm good, I'm done. And the person that I met that I thought I was gonna be with kind of reminded me of the person I just left. And then it hit me like, yo, I'm repeating the same cycle. I'm chasing the same woman, and I'm looking for the same woman in different relationships. And so I was like, nah, this don't feel right. And I was like, I'm about to do what I did last time. I'm about to go with something that looks good but don't feel right. And so I met somebody, you know, when I was just out there on the blue, and I really didn't plan on falling in love with her, but I did. And she had a convo with me. She was like, have you ever really thought about going to therapy? And I was like, I'm gonna go to therapy. And I started going to therapy. And since then, we just been building on me dealing with my stuff. And it ain't been easy, but she was the one who pushed me like, you should own what you are and what you did and write about that. I'm
glad that you said you should own what you are, because my best friend says that all the time. Because owning what you are or something that you have done,
it's hard.
It's really hard. You gotta accept it, and then you really have to understand why you did it. You gotta do a whole research project on yourself.
Yo, that's real.
But at the end of the day, you did the work, you researched it, you know your shit, and now nobody can tell you nothing about you.
That's it. And like, I think the big thing about fuckboy is saying like, regardless of whatever excuse I make, I had to own I just wasn't perfect. Like sometimes we be holding ourselves to these high standards like, you fucked up. Everybody fucked up. The best of us are fucked up. You just gotta own that you do fuck shit, but you can be bigger than that. But just say, yo, I'm on some bullshit.
And that's on the that's on the male perspective, but even like us women, like we have to get to a point where it's like, you know, you have to understand that people gonna fuck up too.
That's it.
And you have to weigh stuff out, and you have to look at like the character, like, you know, just you have to look at everything.
I'm gonna fuck up sometime, baby girl. Like, give us some.
And she might fuck up too.
Sometime. I can't say it.
You might be like, I don't want you to go there, and I'm out. I'm going because I'm grown and I can do what I want to do. And then you, like as a man, you're gonna be like, well, I want to go here with my boy, and you know, you're just gonna have a little issue. But now when we talk about like ultimately fucking up, like cheating and stuff like that, that's a conversation between those two. You can't tell somebody how to deal with that.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody's different. Like some of the girls I talked to, they was like, I've had dudes cheat on me, and I forgave them. And they truly did. And they were able to move past me. I know my girl now, like, no way in hell. Like, it was just a good run.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. She was like, it'd have been a good run, and that would have been your bad. But everybody got something, and that was something I talked about.
Okay, so this is a quote from the book Fuckboy by Solomon Hillfleet. It says, inside though, I know the truth. Inside, you know the truth.
I know the truth.
I did what I wanted to do. I'm not sorry. I hurt her bad. The irony though is she never figured I could do it to her.
That's true fuck shit.
And the reason why I pointed out this quote is because, you know, women have a self-righteousness about us too. So, you know, once we feel like our guy is comfortable then yeah, we would never really think like, oh, you do that to me. So that last line really got me, because I mean, we have, you know, y'all have ego, pride, all this stuff, but we do have a sense of pride once we are comfortable.
Yes, and like with that particular like moment, she literally was like, wow, I never thought you was gonna do like some shit like that to me, like.
And disappointed.
And it was disappointing because it was like I was hurting and she came in trying to help, and I was like, thank you. And that's how I like treated her. But like I had to be real and be like, you really don't feel bad, because then the person I'm with now is who I chose. Like I don't regret that decision. And I had to be like, you're not really sorry. You did what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And but she just didn't think that you were gonna do her like that.
Yeah.
But that's the fuck shit. Like, you selfish. You did what you wanted to do.
So I'm excited. I don't know if you want to, like, you know, give any information about Fuckboy.
Just to give y'all some information, it's gonna be released October 19th. Right now I'm in the process of getting the final edit. We have a Fuckboy trailer online, and that's on YouTube, and I have it on my social media, Solomon Hillfleet at Instagram, and then Solomon Hillfleet at Facebook. I got another trailer coming next month. It'll be released the 19th of October. I'm gonna have a vendor's booth at Fort Valley's Homecoming, and I'll be selling copies. Shout out to FBSU, because I would not have met these lovely ladies, and I would not have this opportunity without them. So much love to the book club. Thank y'all.
Well, we appreciate it, and we are so excited for what's coming for book club. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. It's Keish and it's Brooklyn, and we got Solomon Hillfleet with us, and we are out.
Peace. Subscribe.
Sit right next to you.